Birdie gonna get the opener on or get opened up by Shiny. Does have a freezing trap and a charge trap on top of it. So as long as he can get away from Feral, does get a full stun. That could be an opportunity for a big game. That is a trinket out of Feral too. This is an opportunity for the Hunter now to control the Feral completely. There's not much a Feral can do, and every time he opens up on you, like, it's just gonna be freezing trap around the corner. It is so perfect. Does see a black arrow hitting hard with a tier set in 11-2. By the way, that's gonna be wild how good that's gonna be. Actually gonna be insane. Break Steel, Sitting Cat, Double Strain, Savage Roar, doesn't reset and pulls. Wait, that's pretty good actually. That's pretty good. Oh, freezing trap out for Shiny. Does go for immediate Bardic, and Birdie does commit into an aim shot with a rapid fire. No rapid fire. No rapid fire. Tar trap though. That's huge. Perfect. Catches the Feral for just a second. Yet another black arrow with another rapid fire right after into a volley. Yo, wait until that volley in 11-2, man, where you'll be able to hit him once and then you can see him for a few seconds. That'd be perfect. To a freezing trap right after. Do you have a rapid fire to follow? Because rapid fire double tap would be fantastic right now. Bash right after. An opportunity to shrink it for the Hunter if he needs to. Full blades up for Shiny. Shiny taking the opportunity here. That could be potentially a convoke situation right now. Birdie, as long as he does get hit with the second as you see, still taking so much damage. Blades are rocking him down. Does get hit with a stun. That's going to be a huge rapid fire for Birdie. With a stun, aim shot. That's an opportunity to make something happen. Wait, he doesn't even go for true shot aura. I think that might have been a true shot or an angle there, but he's bleeding out with the Thorns Druid, the Wild Stalker. So it's going to be a rough flare down, but not enough to catch him. Eyes are available, but ends up going for a camo, looking for a little bit of a reset. That was rough, man. That was rough. Dude, Druids, by the way, Feral as a Wild Stalker with a new tier set are going to be insanely strong next patch. Wait, Shiny, no! He took the bait. He's like, oh, let me just turn my back. He's definitely going to sneak behind me. I've placed this freezing trap right behind me. He took the bait. That's so perfect. Trying to get some aim shots around the corner. Is going to leap in. Stun. Trinket her after. Birdie has a trinket. Choosing not to use it. It's going to go for a pet sack together with that wall. It's going to be full stun. Convoke. Immediate interrupt on that convoke. Instantaneous interrupt. But Shiny does get himself a reset behind the pillar as the birds are pecking his eyes. We're trying to go for a bit of the reset. Does get himself double doggos. Hold on. The doggos are in. They're chasing. They're doing a little bit of that shadow damage too. Biting Shadow Run right hand side of the corner. Does go for a volley, but Shiny's going to move out of it. Birdie setting up more traps available. Still more doggos spawning in. Doing damage. Flare down. Shiny is going to have to walk into a freezing trap at some point. For Birdie at some point, he just needs to go for a proper go though. Freezing trap. Perfect. Hold on a second. A Hunter's Mark. And now you see him. Nothing you can do to avoid you. And at some point, you do need to get a proper stun on him with a true shot and full burst. Rapid fire spam, everything available. Goes in for an aim shot in the opener. As long as you get some max range, you might be good, actually. Hold on a second. He doesn't go behind the pillar. That's a perfect opportunity. Full burst is available. Whatever black arrows you can fire him right now would be the best. I think you might just have to place the defensive and just stay in and out real open and just fire away. Keep firing, because that's going to get you some mad damage with those aim shots. Does give him some big double tap yet again with the rapid fire. Shiny under a ton of pressure. He doesn't have much line of sight to really work with. Big aim shot does go for a full wall. Massive defensive coming out. Wall out for Birdie as well. Just trying to see if he can reduce it. It does end up surviving the onslaught of the Feral Druid. With Moo charging in. So far, Moo has not been able to play at the very beginning with like not a lot of dampening. He's only been able to close out games and trying to see if he can get up to Birdie. Birdie's still bleeding out a little bit. That is a knockback trap. Does use a trinket here with Moo getting caught out by a freezing trap. For Birdie will not be getting back his big major cooldowns for a moment, but does still have aim shots. Does have that slow one to Moo. That's going to be perfect. Silence for a second is huge too. If you can use that silence to deny a stun, that would be fantastic as well. Freezing trap waiting for him. Waiting out the vengeance, shield of vengeance. And that's going to be a full-on camo. For Moo, not wasting any time. Picking up the eyes. Should be able to see Birdie right around the corner. It is a little bit hard to see camo, though, because it's like literally translucent. Like, on the eyes, it's not easy at all. Rapid fire does help him do some damage. Wall out from Moo, so he's got himself plenty of defenses. With the charge trap slowing him down a little bit. Try to see if he can get over this. Scatter to follow Birdie. Whatever kite thing he can do against Moo is perfect. Freezing trap. Bubble. That is actually perfect for Birdie. He can trade with a turtle, too. And he got 20 seconds on a big cooldown here as well. Birdie, as long as you trade, knocking it back, stun, does connect. That is going to be a pet sack for a second. Might have said to go for a turtle here. Does go for a wall. Is it going to be enough is the question though. As long as you got some damage, you might be okay. You got Chimeric Poison coming out soon. I think you need to use it immediately. That is going to be Turtle Shell. Chimeric Poison from a distance, so Moo can't go anywhere. And full unload on him with damage, I think would be the play. You got yourself the perfect situation. Unless he's trying to go for a camo. Unless he's just straight up trying to go for a camo. I think he's got himself a good of a spot. He just got to get Moo away from any pillars. And he might just have him. Stun. Brutal. I think that might be dead. I think it might be dead. That is unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Because he was so close too. He just needed like a good positional setup. And it would have been over. Moo, wait a second. Moo technically does have... Actually... I guess Bop would do nothing because you could just purge it, right? No, Bop would do nothing. For some reason, I thought, okay, he has no bubble, he's dead. And I was thinking to myself, like, that's just guaranteed. I forgot about Bop, but then I also forgot that hunters can just remove it, so they just cancel each other out. Maybe laying hands would have kept Moo alive there, but I feel like his position definitely was not amazing. Searing Glare does go, could have gone for a kick, but goes for a blind instead. But it's going to be down on you for a little bit, unless you get yourself a proper reset. Doesn't get a proper reset, kid is shot to follow. That's an opportunity for you to make some damage. He may be able to lay on hands it unless you cheap shot him and keep everything super airtight. He got him, so if he's still trying to cast the Searing Glare at you, so that could be an opportunity for you to interrupt him. He's just trying to see if he could rush at you. Does he have a stun? If he's got a stun, it's over. Does land the sap. The sap with that short advantage just walked away from the guy for a few seconds. Just enough to get out of combat. That is beautiful. But unless the rogue, if he doesn't have a proper go here, Cloak of Shadows just to make sure he doesn't get stunned. Trick it out for Moo. Does he have a proper stun? Cheap shots are airtight. Stuns are good. Lay on hands does come through in between of them though. Those stuns, dude, from one to the next. I don't think he would have had enough damage either way in between those stuns, but it would have been rough. Does go for Warlock House Stone just to give himself a little bit of health. But I don't think it's going to be enough, man. I don't think it's going to be enough. Fourth does get himself yet another sap, yet another reset, sitting down for mage food. The rogue using the cheese, just a little bit of extra cheese to keep the runs going. Which is a classic rogue move, let's be honest here. But this is as good of an opportunity as he's gonna get with Shadow Blades and everything. Quarth, if he gets a disarm in between of a stun, that's gonna help you live. Maybe evasion before the stun comes through. That's gonna help dampen the magic damage that Moo does. If he uses any one of those in between of those stun lock goes, he could actually win this here. If he has flagellation and everything, gotta make sure those CCs are airtight. If you're gonna go Shadow Strike, immediately cheap shot, then flagellation. That or just open up with cheap shot immediately. Cannot let things go not airtight. Shadow Blades, everything is available here. You just gotta make sure. Dodging the blind is huge behind the pillar. That is massive. Cheap shot right after. Does not pre-disarm. You gotta press evasion. Searing Glare, that's gonna be unfortunate. He's got an evasion and live and just go back in. You can't wait. You can't wait. You gotta go back in. Maybe Warlock House Stone, go back in. You have to go back in. That's full burst. This is an opportunity right now. Sap, he's really trying to piecemeal him. But the bubble is back is the problem. It's over for the rogue. There's just not much you can do. This is why I was like, he's got to go in. He's got to go in, man. He's got to go in. Actually, to be honest, I wasn't even watching the cooldown of bubble. I didn't see that it had like 50 seconds. I thought like, okay, Shadow Blades, everything is available. You have one more go. I didn't realize if you had a go. Technically, you could have another go now, because now there's no bubble, but a chicken is back up for Moo. Maybe you Cloak of Shadows to see if you can dodge a Hodge, but like, that's about all you can do. If you got any burst, man, I think you just want to Cloak. Just have yourself a full go here. Trinket, hold on. Hold on. I think you just Cloak. I think you Cloak so you don't take any damage at all. You're gonna die if you take any damage. You have to Cloak. Yeah, you have to Cloak that. That is so rough. That is so rough, man. The rogue is the thing is too. The rogue is trying, man. He's chipping away through the guy little by little. He's chipping away at him bit by bit. Gonna be a few right after Rick with the demonic tyrant to follow. We got him some stuns. That's gonna be all the pets, all that damage. Moo, unless you gotta wake up Ashes stun these pets or finds a way to get away from them, there's just not much you can do. Dampening way too high. Demon Hunters left together with Lemon. Not a lot of self-healing is available. So for Rick, that's going to be as good of a situation as any. Doomguard is also in place. So it's going to be some great raw damage. The hunt does not connect. It doesn't range because the gateway was too far. What is this cheesing? I've seen the hunt get interrupted in the weirdest ways possible, but that gateway to interrupt the hunt is the wackiest of them all. Literally, just like the hunt keeps going, but it's like, I reached my limit. I can't go further. Wait a second! Ella flew up in the air, but Mortal put him to the ground. That's another one that I don't see that often. That Chaos Mother just barrels you down. What was that? Yo, Rick actually pulling out the moves. Denied 2 big abilities, man. Because when Demon Hunter flies up in air, that lances you'd use is not inconsequential. That's a lot of raw damage while you're up in the air. It kind of keeps you mobile, keeps you steady, takes you out of danger, but like you're not in a great spot at the same time. There's going to be some damage versus Lemon. Try to see if you can set up a gateway, but it's not going to be enough. Does have a gateway coming back up. Rick does have a wall in case he needs to. Lemon able to leap right over to him very, very quickly. Karma right after Rick just bunkering down as best as possible. Mortar Coil just trying to see if he can float away from Lemon. Hits him with a fear. Control is established. Lemon still has plenty of defenses. Can reduce magic damage, but the physical damage he cannot reduce. If Rick has a port, he'll be in a great spot. That control with spam fears onto Lemon is perfect. Ports right after, unless Lemon can get back over to him. He's finally over. Is it enough damage? Slash and wins, maybe enough. Oh, it does get a blow, but still dies. The Shadow Bolt was already midair. That was insane. That was some insane plays. At this side the happening, that was crazy. Ressenel has to go up against 2 wizards. Is he going to be able to do this? Can he do it? Imprison for a second, Trinket out for Rejurs, Shadow Meld for Rest and Hell. As he's just not in an amazing spot right now, unfortunately. Does get himself a I-beam together with a immunity. Polymorph right after for Azures with a Ring of Frost, so you can't go anywhere. Full Meteor down, that's a lot of damage. Trinkets out for Rest and Hell. Melts some of that damage with Darkness. But it might not be enough. Does leap in, but yeah. It is rough. Oh my god. Rick only got 2? I thought he got 3. Did Rick only get... No, I thought Rick got 3. He had Elo and he had Lemon, and I guess he died and then the pets killed him.